Hello folks, it's time again for the in-stock lease deals of the month for May. We've got petrols, diesels and hybrids in this one. I've also got a couple of commercial vehicles at the end because people keep asking for those, and I've found a couple of decent deals at the moment. Link to Lease Loco in the video description. QR code for that also on screen in case you're watching on the telly. And this video is sponsored by ALA Insurance. Let's crack on with the first one. Just to mix things up, I'm going to start off this in-stock deals video with one that's not in stock because it's just such a good deal. It was in a recent video of mine, but it's just a phenomenal value deal, and I want to show you it. It's the VW Passat Estate. It's the plug-in hybrid, and this is a plug-in hybrid that can actually do a decent mileage. I think it'll do in excess of 50 in the real world on electric power alone. 1.5 TSI e-hybrid R-Line DSG automatic, 8.1 seconds to 62, 510 litres of boot space, insurance group 32 and 204 brake horsepower, 1133 up front, 377 a month. It's been £6, £7 a month less than it is right now at its lowest point. At its peak, it was 853 a month. On average, it's been 634. It's in stock. It's a 2-year deal. This one, 377 a month with 1100 up front. Now let's get to the actual in-stock stuff. The 1.2 turbo Ultimate Corsa, 231 a month with 693 up front on a 3-year deal. Then we've got the Avenger 1.2 Altitude, 10.6 seconds to 62, 48 mpg, 100 brake horsepower, 321 litres of boot space, insurance group 23. Really good looking little Jeep, very well equipped as well. It's got a nice infotainment system that I've used in various other cars. Let's have a look at the numbers on it. 371 has been the average. 27608 is today's price. That is the lowest price we've seen it, so this is a great time to get yourself into one. At its peak, 443, 371 on average, currently 276 on a 3-year deal with 828 up front. And don't forget, in this video, they're all based on 10,000 miles a year. So if you're doing a significantly lower mileage, you might be able to save a few quid. If you're doing a higher mileage, it will just go up accordingly. Ford Puma 1 litre EcoBoost hybrid, mild hybrid, ST line. This one's the manual. That's a good thing. I reviewed one of these recently and I had the automatic. And I think I said in that video, I would choose the manual because I don't think the auto is very good. That 1 litre EcoBoost has now got a timing chain rather than a wet belt, which is no bad thing. There is still a wet belt on the oil pump, but I don't think that's anywhere near as prone to failure as the main chain was. And of course, if you're doing a 3-year lease on this car, you've got full manufacturer's warranty all the time, so it's not really your concern. 848 up front, 282 a month, 9.8 seconds to 62, 52 mpg, 456 litres of boot space, insurance group 12 and 125 brake horsepower. 312 a month has been the average on it, 350 at its peak. At its lowest point, it was £30 a month less than it is right now. But that was a long time ago. That was in September last year. Currently, 282 versus that average of 312 looks pretty decent. And don't forget, it's an incredibly popular car. So it's rare to see these massive drops like we saw there in September. Very rare. MG HS 1.5 TGDI Trophy, 9.4 seconds to 62, 38 mpg, 507 litres of boot space, insurance group 24, 169 brake horsepower. Surprisingly premium feel to this car. It really does feel lovely inside, and it's a really nice car to drive. Fairly well spec'd. It's got a hell of a lot going for it. 855 up front and 285 a month on this one at the moment. Average on it has been £382 a month. At its peak, 521, and its lowest point, it was £3.5 a month less than it is right now. Currently 285 a month with 855 up front. Citroen C5 Aircross, the 1.5 litre diesel max editions. This one's pretty fully loaded. There is a new C5 Aircross coming out, so hence we've got a very good deal on this one at the moment. 906 up front, 302 a month, 720 litres of boot space, insurance group 19, 131 brake horsepower, 45 mpg, and 10.6 seconds to 62. 467's been the average on it, 622 at its peak. This is the lowest price we've seen it at, £302 a month with 906 up front. Folks, just a very quick reminder to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Thanks. Next, we've got the Seat Ateca 1.5 litre TSI Evo FR Petrol DSG automatic. This is the exact one in the exact trim that I would go for if I were in the market for one. 929 up front, 309 a month, 9 seconds to 62, 42 mpg, insurance group 18, 510 litres of boot space and 150 brake horsepower. Now its lowest point, it was about 20 quid a month less than it is right now, but that was before Christmas. It hasn't been down there since, to the best of my knowledge. 468 up front, 362 on average, currently 309. Don't forget, these are all in stock lease deals. If you can't find them at the time that you go and click on the site, it's because you're already too late. Use that link to Lease Loco, the QR code that's popping up on screen, and don't waste any time if you are seriously interested in getting your hands on one of these cars, because you'll see in all of my videos, especially the in-stock ones, there'll be loads of comments from people after a week or something after this video's come out saying, I can't find that. Where is it? Well, it's gone. Vauxhall Combo Life 1.5 turbo diesel 130 design XL automatic 7-seat WAV. Wow, that's a mouthful. So this is your little 7-seat sort of mid-size MPV kind of thing. Also doubles up as a little van. 209 litres of boot space is obviously with the rear row seats up. Insurance group 14, 130 brake horsepower, 45 mpg. 584 has been the average on it, 650 at its peak. This is the lowest price we've seen it at £315 and 37p. Great if you need 7 seats on occasion, but or you just need extreme practicality, because it will deliver on both those fronts for you. 946 up front, 315 a month. That's the best price we've seen it. Nissan Qashqai e-Power end connector with the glass roof, automatic. This is a petrol hybrid, not a plug-in hybrid. 7.9 seconds to 62, 190 brake horsepower. Insurance group 27, 479 litres of boot space. The price never fluctuates too much on these, but it's okay at the moment and it's in stock. 313 was its lowest point, 395 was its peak. On average 362, currently 329 with 989 up front. If you're considering getting yourself a lease car, or indeed if you're looking at buying yourself a new or used car, you need to be thinking about getting yourself some gap insurance. And sponsors of today's video, ALA Insurance, not a bad place to go and look for it. They've got a 5-star de facto rated product. It's got a 99% claims payout rate. And the pricing compared to your local car dealership, I'm sure you'll find, is favourable. And that pricing only gets better if you use the code JIM10 at checkout, or you use the link in the video description, or the QR code that's popping up on screen, because all of those things will get you 10% off the price of, I think, any product on the website. So not only do they do gap insurance, they do car warranty, key cover, breakdown cover, all kinds of wonderful things. JIM10 will get you 10% off the price you see on screen. And the gap insurance is the one that I think is a bit of a no-brainer, simply because it just gives you that double layer of protection. If the insurance company doesn't pay out what you think they're going to in the event the car's written off, the gap insurance should make you whole again, and certainly not leave you in a position where you feel like you've been left out of pocket. Thanks ever so much to ALA for sponsoring today's video. All the links are in the video description. The Cupra Formentor 1.5 ETSI 150 V2 automatic is next. 9 seconds to 62, 47 mpg, 150 brake horsepower, 450 litres of boot space, insurance group 22. Possibly my favourite looking vehicle from the VW Audi group at the moment. I think that's a beautiful thing. I really like the Cupra brand in general, to be honest. Just under 1100 up front and 360 a month gets you in one of these at the moment. 411 has been the average on it. 515 at its peak. Its lowest point is about 50p a month less than it is right now, so it looks like a great time to get one. Of course, this one's in stock. It's a 3-year deal. 360 a month with 1080 up front. Hyundai Tucson, always one of the most popular cars on Lease Loco. It's the mild hybrid N-Line S. 9.4 seconds to 62, 44 mpg, 577 litres of boot space. Insurance group 18, 1100 up front, 366 a month. Average on it's been 394. At its peak, 434. And this is actually the lowest price we've seen it, 366 a month with 1,099 up front. It's a great car. And even though the prices don't fluctuate too much on this, I mean, there's nowhere near the volatility there that we see on a lot of cars in these videos. It doesn't really get any better than getting it when it's the lowest price it's been for the last 12 months, does it? So good time to get into one. Nissan X-Trail e-Power e-Force 213X Centre Premium Automatic. This is the hybrid version. 7.2 seconds to 62, 44.8 mpg, 213 horsepower, 29 is the insurance group, and 485 litres of boot space. Currently 371 a month with 1115 up front. At its peak, it was 579. At its lowest point, it was about 20 quid a month less than it is now. On average, it's been 475, and it's currently 371. Audi A3 Sportback 40 TFSI E Sport S-Tronic. This is the plug-in hybrid version of the A3. 280 litres of boot space. You lose about 100 litres because of the batteries, basically. Insurance group 25, 204 brake horsepower, 7.4 seconds to 62, 1187 up front and 395 a month. This is the lowest price we've seen it in the last 12 months. At its peak, it was £731 a month. On average, it's been £485 a month, and it's currently £395 a month. Now, here's a spicy little number for you. It's the T-Roc R Black Edition. 4.9 seconds to 62, 300 brake horsepower, insurance group 35, 392 litres of boot space, 32 mpg is claimed. This one is the automatic. It goes like stink. 422 quid a month is the current price, and it's also the lowest price we've seen on it. 510 on average, 598 at its peak, currently 422 with 1268 up front. Genesis G70 2.2 litre diesel sport automatic with the innovation pack. Beautiful, beautiful car. Really nice interior and great to drive. 7.4 seconds to 62, 42 mpg, 330 litres of boot space, insurance group 37, 200 brake horsepower, 436 a month with 1300 up front. And look at this, the average on it 672, peak of 709, and of course this is the lowest price we've seen it. £436 a month with 1310 up front. Now we've got the Golf GTI Club Sport Automatic. The price is not exceptional on this, but it is fairly tasty. 5.6 seconds to 62, 39.8 mpg, 374 litres of boot space, insurance group 31, 300 brake horsepower. Now at its lowest point, it was about 50 quid a month less than it is now, but now it's about 50 quid a month less than the average it's been, and it's 350 quid a month less than its highest point, more or less. Highest point on it was 795, average of 508, currently 453 with 1360 up front. Cupra Ateca 2 litre VZ2 DSG automatic 4-drive. This thing goes like stink. 4.9 seconds to 62, 31 mpg, 485 litres of boot space, 300 brake horsepower, insurance group 31, 1373 up front and 457 a month. 525's been the average on it, 694 at its peak, 433 at its lowest point, currently 457 with 1373 up front, and of course it's in stock. Skoda Superb Estate, this is the sport line. This one's the petrol plug-in hybrid, 8.1 seconds to 62, 204 brake horsepower, 510 litres of boot space, insurance group 24, which seems reasonable on a car of its size. £482 a month at its lowest point, 880 at its peak, 568 on average, currently 491 with 1473 up front. VW Tyrone TDI diesel R-Line DSG automatic with the 7 seats, 345 litres of boot space with all those seats up. Well over 800 with all the seats, with the back row of seats down, so it becomes a 5-seater. 9.7 seconds to 62, 47 mpg, 150 horsepower, insurance group 26, 1495 up front and 498 a month. It's only been out for 10 minutes, really, this car, but at its peak, it was 747. On average, it's been 554. and this is the lowest price thus far, $498.50 a month. Genesis G80 2.5 litre turbo luxury line automatic rear wheel drive with the innovation pack. This one of course is the petrol. 6 seconds to 62, 33 mpg, insurance group 43, 304 brake horsepower and 424 litres of boot space. 940's been the average on it, 1128 at its peak, and at its lowest point it was £2 less than it is now, £534 at its lowest point. Currently £535.87, with 1607 up front. An absolutely classy, wonderful beast of a car. I'm just not going to go on about it anymore. There is a review of that on my channel if you want to see it. I think I reviewed the electric one and the petrol one, or the electric one and the diesel one. But yeah, wonderful cars. As is the GV80 from Genesis, 2.5 litre sport, automatic, all-wheel drive with the innovation pack. If you want to stand out from the crowd a little bit, get yourself in one of these. Everyone will think you're driving a Bentley, or they'll ask you what on earth you are driving because they don't recognise it. Gorgeous thing to drive, gorgeous thing to sit in. Amazing interior, 6.9 seconds to 62, 25 mpg, 304 brake horsepower, insurance group 46 and 735 litres of boot space, £2,000 up front, 677 a month. The history on this is pointless because they did like a little refresh type thing in February, and the price has been this almost since day one. But know that that's a great price. These used to routinely get towards like £1,000 a month. 677 is brilliant. BMW X5 xDrive 50e M Sport Automatic with the Pro Pack. This is the petrol plug-in hybrid. 4.8 seconds to 62, 489 brake horsepower, insurance group 49 and 500 litres of boot space. £2,733 up front and £911 a month. That's a mortgage payment for most people, but some people are more successful than most people. Nearly £1,100 a month's been the average on it, £1,260 at its peak. Its lowest point was £832, so we're quite a bit above that, but we're still way under that average. And that lowest point on it came in October, so it was a long time ago. Currently £2,733 up front, £911 a month. Then we've got the Audi Q7 55 TFSI E-Quattro Black Edition. Again, it's the petrol plug-in hybrid, 5.7 seconds to 62, 563 litres of boot space, insurance group 50, 394 brake horsepower, 948 a month with 2,800 up front. £1,000 a month has been the average on it, 1,475 at its peak. Again, its lowest point was quite a bit less than it is now. It was £820 a month, and that was only about a month ago. But if you want one of these huge phallic SUVs, that's not a terrible deal at the moment, and it is in stock. Onto the CVs, we've got, by the way, these commercial vehicles, the prices are plus VAT. Got the Peugeot Expert 34 mpg, 1.3 ton payload, 2.8 meter load length, 1.6 meter width. It's the Expert L2 Blue HDI 145 asphalt van. 426 has been the average on it. 564 at its peak. Its lowest point was in January when it got down to 285, but we're currently at 312 plus VAT. But look at that, like for a lot of the year, it was well over 500 quid, and we're now looking at something that's 312 and it's in stock. Then we've got Land Rover Defender 90. This is obviously the commercial version. Hardtop, X Dynamic, HSE automatic, 33 mpgs claimed on this one, 1,568 up front, 522 a month plus VAT. 669 has been the average on it, 783 at its peak. This is the lowest price we've seen it so far, and it's in stock, and I reckon this one will go quicker than anything else on the video. Let's wait and see, shall we? But if you're interested in one of these, make sure you use that link to Lease Loco. That does help support the channel. If you don't, they get the benefit, and I don't get any benefit from sending you there whatsoever, so it really does help. There is a QR code as well in case you're watching on your telly. You can just scan that with your phone and it gets tracked to me having sent you their way. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's completely free. Please give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Huge thanks to all my channel members for your continued support. I really do appreciate it.